Hi, in this video we're going to be taking a look at the January 2015 Higher Paper 1 question 9. And as you can see, it's a question about polygons. And the first part asks us to find the sum of the interior angles of a polygon with 7 sides. Now there's a formula for that, and you should know this formula off by heart. So it's 90 times 2n minus 4, where n is the number of sides. So we just replace the n in this case with the value of 7, which is the polygon that we're asked about. So 2 times 7 gives us 14. Take away the 4 gives 10. And 10 times 90 gives us an answer of 900. So that's the first part of the question finished. The second part asks us to work out the value of x in this diagram here. We've got this angle that we've got to work out, and we're dealing with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-sided polygon. Now, we can actually take the answer from the first part of the question if we wanted, but let's just start from scratch just to show you how you would do this if you had no information to take from the previous part of the question, or if you couldn't work out the first part of the question for some reason. Now we know that for a polygon with n sides, the sum of the interior angles is 2n minus 4 right angles. That's what we've got up here. There's your right angle, 90. So 2n minus 4 times 90, or 90 times 2n minus 4, whichever way you want to put it. And we can start putting the values in. We can see we get back to the stage that we were at in the previous part of the question where we had 900 as the answer for the sum of the interior angles. Now, how many interior angles have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we just take the number of sides, number of angles that we've got, and divide that into the total of the interior angle. We find that each angle has got a value of 128.6. So all of these angles are 128.6. The next step that we look at is that we need to find out the value of the angle x. Now we know that that angle that we're pointing at there has got a value of 128.6. We also know that it must be an isosceles triangle because both of these sides are the same length. Now, if it's an isosceles triangle, then it means that these two angles are exactly the same size. So what we do is we find out what the size of those two angles combined is. Now, we know that the angles of a triangle add up to 180. So the 128.6 plus these two unknown angles must add up to 180. So if we take the 128.6 away from 180, we find an answer of 51.4. So these two angles added together must be 51.4. To find out what any one of them is, in this case x, we just take the 51.4 and divide by 2, and we get an answer of 25.7. So that's our final answer for this question. That's all for this particular question. Thank you for listening. Bye for now.